All right, so this is the video that Blizzard put out just now with all the features coming in 10.2.5. So let's kind of see what's in here, what they got going on. Valentine's Day, I'll shoot my
Hey
mouth
folks,
this
this is Kalani. The Dragonflight story continues in patch 10.2.5 Seeds of Renewal, which goes live on January 16th, and we've got so much to look forward to. We'll be able to dragon ride in all the zones, earn new rewards in the Outland Cup, we'll explore the story of the Dragon Isles after the defeat of Farak, and the Gilneans are finally preparing to retake their lost
I'm looking
kingdom.
forward to
There are new
Gilneas
features like
take-back.
follower
That's gonna be
dungeons to
awesome.
open up group content to everyone, and the Azerothian Archives brings us new content with an archaeology flair. Then there are also new customizations to look forward to, more holiday updates, and so much more. So let's go over everything coming in patch 10.2.5 Seeds of Renewal. Dragon riding is finally opening up to the rest of the world, so you'll be able to take wing and zoom through any zone where you could previously fly. If you can use a normal flying mount in that area or zone, patch 10.2.5 will let you use a dragon riding mount in that zone as well. This means that from here on out, you will get to choose which flying mode you want to use to get around in all of those old zones.
Dragon riding for me everywhere.
The Soar ability will also be updated to fit into this new open dragon riding world. The cooldown has been reduced to just 10 seconds, and you can use all of the same dragon riding abilities, and you can use and generate vigor. So Dragthea can choose between using a dragon riding mount or just relying on their own wings going forward. We'll also have more chances to earn Riders of Azeroth badges in the Outland Cup event. Zoom through Shattrath, soar over the Netherstorm, and see Outland from a new perspective. Each race completed will earn you more badges that you can trade in for a new color variation of the Drake Riders Transmog set, as well as 2 new tabards.
Tabards I like.
With the Primalist threat quelled for now and Emir Drasil safely blossoming into Azeroth, the Night Elves can finally start building a new home for themselves. When Emir Drasil bloomed at the conclusion of the raid in 10.2, it brought itself and the land about its roots from the Emerald Dream into Azeroth, and beneath the boughs of the New World Tree, the Night Elf city of Belameth is starting to take shape. Belameth is connected to other important Night Elf areas throughout the world, including Darkshore and Feralus, and while this is a Night Elf city, the Horde are welcome to visit, and there's even a portal from Hyjal that they can use. But when Emir Drasil took root, heroes of the Horde and Alliance heard a mysterious voice, ancient, beautiful.
I'm not 100% sure how I feel about that, about how I feel Horde being allowed into the Night Elf city. I realize as part of the story, they helped, obviously, but at the same time it's like you took away the Night Elf city, which a lot of people didn't like. I mean, nobody really used Darnassus, I guess, and then you give us the Night Elf area back, but then it's a dual faction area, which I don't know, I'm not thinking maybe I'm okay with that. I'm not actually that upset about it. Everything is kind of going to like dual faction type stuff now anyways. It's not really one faction stuff, despite what people are kind of saying. It's still dual faction. There's still some separation between the two in different places, but who knows, that might change. But and I guess the Horde lost the Undercity too and never really got that back. I don't know, maybe they'll get it back soon. Who knows? Maybe both factions will be able to go to those cities as well. Who knows? So all right, let's continue.
And almost song-like calling out to them. At the same time, Khadgar has received reports of dark whispers. Something is moving in the shadows. An ancient enemy stirs, incited by some harbinger. But what are they planning, and where will they strike first? We'll also have new story quests in the old world as the Greymane family work on taking back their lost kingdom, with the Forsaken lending a helping hand at the behest of Kalia Menethil. You can earn yourself a new mount and some cool transmog rewards by helping the Gilneans reclaim their land from the domination of the Scarlet Crusade.
Then undead are helping them take it back.
A new feature that a lot of folks are already very excited about is follower dungeons.
I'll actually try this.
You'll be able to queue for all 8 Dragonflight dungeons on normal difficulty with between 1 and 4 players, and the game will fill in your group composition gaps with NPCs. So if you don't have a tank in your group, you can still queue up and you'll have an NPC tank to take all of those heavy hits. You can even queue up all by yourself and have a full group of NPCs to explore the dungeon with. You can lead the NPCs NPCs
dungeons.
yourself or
Avoid
set the
people at all
NPCs to
costs.
lead the way, just in case you don't know where you're going. Follower dungeons are going to be a great way to learn how group content works. If you have never run any dungeons before, that first step can be intimidating, but follower dungeons will let you dip your toe into that area of the game and get used to mechanics, bosses, dungeon layouts,
This
and
dungeon
earn
right here
yourself
is
some dungeon
they're showing
loot.
right now is the
They're
only
also
one
going
I've
to be
done in the whole
great for
expansion so far.
experimenting with new
And I sold
roles,
it the other day
classes,
trying
or
to get
specs.
a
You can learn
quest
to
done.
tank or try your hand at healing without any time or performance pressures. I'm definitely going to take advantage of that to try and get back into healing and test out any class changes in the future. We'll also have new content to explore in the Azerothian archives. We'll meet unique characters, experience new stories, and explore the iconography of zones and local cultures in archaeology-themed activities. There are
Okay.
smaller
So
sites that
it's
you can work through
archaeology,
by
but it's not
yourself,
archaeology. A
uncovering
little
lost
weird.
fragments to piece together the past. Then there are also large sites which are group activities similar to public events. Work through multi-stage scenarios together to properly excavate the area, fend off enemies, and see what lies beneath the soil. There are also plenty of rewards to collect, including new
bet.
mounts, battle pets, and transmog.
Cool. Customizations.
Patch 10.2.5 continues the trend of adding in new customization options for a couple of races. Trolls will get 5 new vibrant hair colors to play around with,
Hot.
and the Draenei will have a darker skin option which fits in with their Minari unlocks from the previous patches.
Okay.
Warlock demon customization options will also be expanded to include new color variations for your demonic tyrants, as well as new color and model options for your dark glare summons, so you can pick and choose exactly how you want your floating eyeball to look.
Nice.
We also have more holiday updates to look forward to in the new patch. Love is in the Air will have new quests to work through and all new rewards to collect, so we're going to have even more ways to get into the WoW
What about the mount?
holiday
Do I get it
spirit
for free
in
now?
2024. So there's something for everyone to get excited for in the new patch, and it's going to be an
3,500
interesting
kills.
adventure as we start exploring what's
Hopefully I get
next
it
for
this
the
year.
world of Warcraft. But that's everything coming in patch 10.2.5,
okay.
so that's it for this
Kinda what I
video.
expected.
Thanks for watching, folks.
There's
Good luck and
nothing-
have fun, and as always, I will see you next time.
So I've been kind of watching, and there's almost no balancing changes. There's nothing for PvP coming. It's kind of a weird patch. It actually doesn't have a lot in it compared to some of the other patches, as far as like balancing and different changes. It has a lot of new story content and some new activities you can do related to story, but yeah, other than that, not a whole lot to this patch, to me anyways. Maybe that's because I'm only looking at it from a PvP standpoint, but there's definitely nothing in there for PvP, which is a little disappointing because that seems like that's almost every patch now. But yeah, so just kind of take a quick look at that for watching, and peace out.